Ooh mama.
Sucked.
Ooh mama. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 35-2 of the SCOOJ podcast.
What the crap is 35-2?
I'm your host. Well, we recorded Scooter and I we originally recorded an episode 35 2 weeks ago, but the audio fucked up because you know the rules of 5 that go on the show. So
I blame Fizzgig.
I blame Fizzgig as well, but it's also the you know, every episode that ends with a 5.
This is true.
You know what's gonna happen. You know the story. But exactly. I mean, JMash, you were the one that put the curse on us.
Hey, now, man, shut up.
If you hadn't attained it.
Yeah, just imagine that, like, the 5s are Harley Dent, and JMash is the Joker. He ruins every 5.
Good Lord, what's going to happen when we hit 50 in that 10 number range?
Yeah,
It's going to be real screwed up.
yeah, that's a good point. What if it is 50 though? It's the first digit instead of the last.
No, 50 is going to be the end of SCOOJ.
Probably.
5 is going to be the end of SCOOJ.
Oh, jeez.
Will we even see 50?
Oh, holy. Yeah, maybe, yeah.
It takes like a year to put 12 out, I feel like.
We'll see 50. Yeah, I think we'll see 50.
I think
This year.
I did the math, and it's like on average we do a podcast a month, which is not bad.
It is more than Scooter Talks.
That is true. That's an annual show.
It's a podcast a year.
It really is. I mean, we should really keep that going. I mean, we've already done it like 5 years, so yeah.
I'll probably do something with it, like, more concurrent once I live with somebody who wants to do it with me.
I want to live with you.
That is a good question. Somebody who's fine with me being random and out there. Somebody who accepts me for all of my quirkiness, you know, like a teen rom-com.
Yeah. Like Darius might unleash like a pig into your room while you're sleeping to wake you up, or
Yeah.
just all kinds of antics you don't expect. It's like a sitcom.
Yeah, I'm like Jared Leto's Joker. You never know what I'm gonna do.
He might
Unless he remembers to take a shower.
he might mail you. I forgot what Jared mailed to Margot Robbie.
It's like a condom.
Oh yeah, it was like a used condom or something.
Is it like that and like a dead rat or carcass or something?
Pretty sure that's like sexual assault or something.
Oh, OMG. I completely forgot, guys. This is the first podcast where JMash is out of jail.
Oh yeah,
I finally broke out.
JMash
I'm
is
on the run as we speak.
JMash is back. He is Tim Robbins from the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, I was in it.
He is Edward from the Batman.
Oh God, no!
He is the
I
Riddler.
made it look more like Edward Enigma. No, what Enigma? It was Edward something. It wasn't Edward Enigma in this movie, but yeah, I look more like him than I do Tim Robbins from Shawshank. But still,
Do I have to bleep that out?
what? Oh no, no, Enigma, ma. Stupid. Good Lord.
This might be another episode 35 that doesn't see the light of day.
Yeah.
Next episode. What's up, everybody? This is episode 35-3. We're taking another crack at it.
We're doing a third topic.
Yeah.
Rule of 3.
Rule of 3s. Okay, quick gut instinct answer. The Batman or the Dark Knight?
Oh, Batman, easy.
Really? Wow. Easy.
100%. Like it's.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot that
I'm not
JMash
gonna-
is not very favorable of the Dark Knight. I forgot about that.
I mean, I like the Dark Knight. But
I know,
don't
but
think
you're
it's the
not.
best.
Yeah. I kind of forgot that actually.
Yeah, but It. I'm gonna have to watch it again before I say if I like it. Like,
I completely forgot what I scored the Dark Knight trilogy.
if it's not my favorite Batman, it's a very close second behind Batman Begins.
Hmm.
I gotta watch it again before I, say that, kind of like commit to that.
I gotta see the first Sonic before I watch Sonic 2. I haven't even seen the first one yet.
We do have to see the first Sonic.
I haven't watched it.
I actually heard pretty good things about Sonic, though. I'm surprised.
You guys want to do that for the next SCOOJ episode? Just talk about Sonic. You guys like that?
Is it on some kind of streaming service?
It's on Paramount, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I got rid of Paramount.
I think it may be on Hulu.
I don't have Hulu.
Thought I saw it. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about Sonic. I mean, I'm sure it's good, but I think it's more of a, oh, this isn't total dog shit. So anything that's slightly better is like, oh, this is good.
Okay, I need some caffeine if I'm gonna deal with you two.
Are you? Oh, I thought he was going to make some coffee for like a 10-minute break, but
imagine. He's like, hey guys, I'm leaving you guys to do the rest of this episode on your own.
I thought he was about to go commute to Starbucks or something.
No, just have it. No, just have it Ubered.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We just get like a mini JMash vlog of him going to a coffee shop.
Comedians, or no, podcasters in cars getting coffee.
Yes.
It's a great show.
That'd be funny.
I mean, we're blatantly ripping off Jerry Seinfeld, but whatever.
I don't know.
Anyways, what's the topic for today?
The Oscars. The 94th Academy Awards.
Will
Smith's topic of today.
I swear to God, if you mention this again, I will slap the shit out of you guys.
Keep Will Smith out your fucking mouth, man.
Keep Will Smith and the Oscars out of your fucking mouth.
I mean, the way the internet moves, this is like totally old news, and this might come out like exactly a week after the Oscars. But yeah, Chris Rock.
Dude, that meme ain't going anywhere.
It might.
Not for a while.
It might.
It'll eventually fade out eventually, but it's gonna stay around for. This is like the Cash Me Outside girl and all that kind of mess.
I feel like that's like 6 feet under for a long time now, right?
Exactly, but it lasted. What felt like forever.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be like Ugandan Knuckles and last 2 days. See, you don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That was probably the dumbest trend I've ever seen. It was not funny.
I mean, we've gotten really close to actual Ugandan Knuckles with Idris Elba voicing Knuckles. So it is slightly accurate.
Yeah. Oh.
I guess.
Wait, is Tails in the first one?
At the very end.
Okay,
like,
so
sneak peek.
he's not a major. Okay, so he'll be a major character in this
I
one.
don't think he was.
No, it was like an end credit scene. He showed up.
Can we just like do away with Tails? Like, just not
Tails is the only character where they kept the original voice actor from the games. And you're like, no, fuck this character. Let's get away with it.
Wait, is Sonic not the one from like Sonic Boom and?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, really?
No. I don't think so. Anyways, I could be wrong.
They sound very similar, if not. And we all know Idris Elba always played Knuckles from the beginning.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true.
From Sonic and Knuckles. There wasn't even any voice acting in that game, I don't think.
See, I want to go ahead and get into this daggone thing. Go ahead and talk about what we're here to talk about.
You got really loud. You got really in my ear there, buddy.
What's up?
I don't know. I'm kind of into that.
Oh dear Lord. I'm gonna talk away from the mic like this from now on.
I mean, JMash kind of learned the way of the man while he was in prison.
This is true.
Yeah, he knows his way around the man now.
Oh, good Lord.
What did you go to jail for anyway, pal? You ne'er-do-well.
I'll keep it a mystery.
Misconduct?
I'll keep it a mystery.
He slapped Chris Rock.
He slapped Chris Rock?
No.
He slapped Will Smith.
Yep.
Oh.
You
Oh,
slapped
sorry,
Jada?
Wow, Darius.
Jada, Sonic 2. Can't wait to see it.
Hey, Darius, don't forget you better keep his wife's name out of your mouth.
Oh yeah, that's true. This is true.
That'd be so funny if your doorbell ring is just Will Smith.
Oh man.
Oh, another SCOOJ vlog. It's me getting slapped by wolves.
I'd be into that.
1 million views, easy.
Next scene is Hipster D spitting blood in the sink.
Oh,
5 million
Christ.
views, easy.
Jesus Christ. Guys, we're here to talk about Akira. I feel like I'm going to be having to defend this film. We didn't talk about this beforehand, but they
kind of did.
They both gave off the vibe of I don't really like this film as much. so I just feel like I have to defend it. Like, and it's not even that I was really into the film as well, but I know the significance and the impact it had on like animation and like anime in the West and all of that stuff. So I really feel like I'm gonna have to defend this film.
No,
Even for,
I
like, media in general.
I mean, I know that context, but
Yeah.
I don't. It's hard for me to like give a pass to stuff just because it had an influence at the time. Like, you could say Soulja Boy had an influence on the rap scene in 2007, but it doesn't mean I like his music.
Well, hang on. Do you want to do like the little synopsis that you usually do before we actually get into the feelings and all that?
It's not a Marvel movie.
Rick and Morty is a banger song. I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
You did it all the time when during like when the SCOOJ was recommended.
Did I say the plot?
Yeah.
Before we started the MCU series? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Did I, Darius?
I'm pretty sure you did.
I think it got more prevalent during the MCU stuff. I think you might have done it every now and then, but I think it got more prevalent during the MCU stuff.
All right, I'll say the film synopsis.
I mean, you don't have to. I just didn't know.
Some big head ass kid.
How would you even do a film synopsis for this?
Without going beat by beat like we did for freaking Joker.
No, let's do that. Let's actually do that. Let's.
Oh God, I felt like there was a lot that went on within this film.
Not really. I feel like things didn't escalate that much, or like not until the very end, at least. It wasn't until the very, very end of the film that I was actually interested in what was going on, I think.
And by that point, the end.
Right. When it got like super interesting and just ended. It's like, oh, okay.
I actually think a lot went on. Maybe that's because of the setting. Like
it is like grand in scale, and like the setting is really interesting. A Neo Tokyo in 2019, after like
after a very big explosion happened in 1988.
Yeah, new king of that city.
Yep, and the city was being rebuilt, but people stopped trying to rebuild it. Now there's just a bunch of crime, a bunch of gangs, a bunch of people that I don't know, just don't care about society. A bunch of anti-government groups as well.
It's pretty much like anime Blade Runner. kind of
Yes,
vibe I got.
which wasn't a huge inspiration for this film.
Well, what Blade Runner was a big inspiration? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. I know this film influenced things like Stranger Things and maybe some other animes. And I could definitely see how it influenced Stranger Things.
I mean, I can see a little bit of how. I don't know if it's actually accurate or not, but at the very beginning, before everything started going crazy, like halfway through, whatever, like how the beginning with the biker gang and all that, I felt like a little bit of Cyberpunk 2077.
I can't relate. Are you talking about how?
With the way the city looked and all this and that.
And it was
now
like
you said Blade Runner, I can see that.
And how the city was glitching. That kind of reminded me of 2077.
There were references and stuff like Rick and Morty recently referenced it in season 4.
Oh, I thought you were saying there's a Rick and Morty reference in this since it's set in 2019.
Like, this movie was really ahead of its time.
Yeah. Imagine.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
But it was said to be a big inspiration for the movie Looper. I've never seen that movie before, but it's said to be a big inspiration for that as well.
That movie's about time travel.
Time travel.
Yeah. Oh, also, if we're just throwing fun facts out there, Kanye West's favorite film.
That is true. That is true. Also, if we want to throw another fun fact out there, Supreme released a collection inspired by Akira.
What?
2017.
What hasn't Supreme collabed with? For Christ's sake, it's not that mind blowing. But 2017, that seems a little late to the game because I think at that point, unless you're kind of like pretty heavy into anime, I don't know. This is one of those films you just hear all the accolades or like it's very. It's just you know those movies that just have a presence about like, oh, you need it. This is like one of the films you need to see if you're into films or before you die or whatever.
And I think one of those reasons is because when this came out, no other I'll say anime film because Disney and I think DreamWorks was just getting started as well. No other anime film was really doing budgets like this because this was a huge budget of a film at the time. The highest budget before like the following year.
What was the following?
I forget what it was called. Like I forget what it was called. It started with a K. Yeah, that.
Says the budget is 5.5 million, which that's worth more back then than it is now. Mm-hmm. So
what was this the first like rated R? Because I'm pretty sure this thing was rated R.
It is
like animated film.
Animated?
Definitely not. Maybe in the West. Because I know after this film came out, it kind of sparked a resurgence of like, oh, maybe we should get into more like anime and animated films in the West. Because I'm assuming that many people haven't seen like this type of film in that time period of 1988 when it released.
I think the first R-rated animated film was Sausage Party.
Dear Lord.
Or am I wrong?
I thought you were about to actually go with an actual first. Good.
No, but that movie definitely tries to squeeze as much as it can out of the R rating. Not Akira, but Sausage Party. Yeah.
Sausage Party?
Yeah.
Yeah, the same fucking people made Santa Inc., bro. It's fucking trash, dude.
I mean, I haven't seen Santa Inc., but I can only imagine. I've seen Sausage Party. Yeah.
I haven't seen either. I don't want to.
Okay. Hold on a second here. You're just pulling a JMash at this point. You're judging a film you haven't even seen?
I've seen clips.
That doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
You can't.
If clips are bad, the film's bad. What do you mean?
Nah, I will say there are no.
There could be bad moments in a good film. I don't think it.
But if every clip's a bad moment, it's a bad film.
I guess that's fair.
If I see a clip where a fucking hot dog and a bun have sex, it's a bad film.
I mean, think about it. I mean, it's kind of it makes sense.
Or
it makes sense.
The ending where they have a little how should we say it?
They have a food orgy, basically.
Yeah.
God damn.
I was trying to think of a way around it, but okay.
I mean, how do you tiptoe around it? They had a mukbang.
Jesus Christ.
I guess that is a better way to say it, but
that would have been a very YouTube way to say it.
Yeah.
It's like the one thing I've seen from the movie. Besides like the trailer.
So
wait, JMash, you haven't seen the movie either? Okay, you guys, you can't.
Oh my, nope.
You can't.
I'm not getting into this conversation. I'm not getting into this conversation.
You can have an impression, sure. I'm totally for that.
Big Mouth is bad, and I knew that from the first episode.
But you watched it.
Big Mouth, because we were going to talk about it. If we weren't going to talk about it, and I just saw the first episode, I would have dropped it.
But I'm saying, even still, you watched the pilot, which is further than what I'd say you done to Sausage Party.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
I think a TV show is more nuanced, where you could give an episode or two a chance to say, it's not for me. But for a movie, maybe halfway. I mean, if you get halfway through and you're like, all right, I just know I'm not going to benefit from finishing this film. I've done that with several films where I've just turned it off right in the middle and just didn't finish.
Half of the film was more than 20 minutes of an episode.
I mean, there are some movies that I can think of that if I would have stopped halfway through, I wouldn't love the movies. Some of the movies that I love today,
including this one. I mean, I think the best part's the latter half.
So what's intriguing about this film is that so obviously there's a manga for this that's out,
right?
And the interesting part, this film was made when the manga was halfway finished, and it took like the setup from the beginning, and
it like finished like the next year or the 2 years after that.
Yeah, it took the setup from like the first volume and the ending from the last volume and kind of put them together in a unique way. So, so the manga will be a different experience if you guys ever go read the manga.
Well, I'm sure.
So
I mean,
took the first volume and the last volume and put them together without the middle.
Correct.
I think that's with like any film adaptation, especially from a manga, because of course, a manga is going to allow for more extensive storytelling and character building and world building.
There is one huge difference in the manga as well. I don't know if you guys want me to say it or not, but there is a big difference in the manga as well.
Their faces are bigger. I'm just gonna say it bothered me a little bit how abnormally tiny some people's faces were in this film. But it's okay.
The only one that was actually big was I don't know how the
Tetsuro.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, also the little girl. She had a big ass forehead.
All the experiments have big heads, man.
What do you? Oh, was that what it was? Because I didn't know what was going on with the little kids that looked like they were senior citizens.
They're experiments. They're experiments.
They drained the life force out of them, and so they look like,
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that.
Because you remember it showed them at the end, and they were like just regular ass kids until they started.
Flashbacks.
Yeah. The memories. I'm not even exactly sure what happens at the end.
This is what I was talking about, because I was like, I remember being really confused as a kid when I watched this film. I was like, okay, this is my perfect opportunity to go back and see if I understand it more.
Dissect it. Yeah.
While I
So
do
you're just
think-
calling us little kids?
No, and while I do think I understand it more, one of the last things, one of the last notes in my Akira notes is I think I'm still as confused as I was as a child.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like left ambiguous, like if that's the actual, not even the intent, but like the actual, like, or if something actually happened. I'm just dumb as fuck. I don't know, you know, or I wasn't paying attention that much because I was going like in and out on this film. It just didn't capture me as much as I thought it would. The pacing was really weird for me. I don't know. It just kind of felt just a bunch of scenes were like jumbled up together, like not at random, but like I don't know, just the pacing I just didn't mesh with, and a lot of concepts felt just kind of rushed, which I guess with you talking about how they interpreted the story from the manga kind of makes sense now.
I think it made more sense at the time, because I was surprised about a lot of the political talk within here. And from my knowledge, this is one of the first animated films to have a very huge, like I guess, social talk within itself. So I have no idea how I watched this as a kid because I didn't understand a fucking word that they were saying.
I mean, it wasn't. I didn't hate this movie. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't love it either. I liked it. Okay, it was just fine. It's definitely my least favorite anime movie that I've seen ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's my least favorite anime movie I've seen, but yeah,
all the ones that I've seen. I mean, I was the only that I can think of at this moment. I've seen Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, Your Name. I want to say there was one more, but I can't think of the name.
I will give props to this movie for not having anything about boobies. Sorry, JMash, but yeah, that
came out of nowhere.
I mean, that's just a big anime trope. I'm just happy there wasn't.
It did have it.
When?
No, he was talking about it's like a trope, like somebody groping boobs or whatever,
or like their nose bleeding.
You're screwing with me, aren't you?
No, JMash, you're talking about a sexual harassing scene, which is not the same.
Oh my god!
Which is not the same as what he was referring to.
I'm confused now. Hold on, back up. What now?
I guess you just have to.
You're talking about the harassing scene when the gang beat up Tetsuo and Karoi.
Yeah,
which is not what Skrill is referring to. Skrill is referring to the trope.
I'm not saying just like any instance of boobage or nudity or
like in Your Name when the dude first got transported into that chick's body. He's like, oh hey, yeah, let me grab my tits for a couple minutes, and he did that every time he got turned into her body. That's what Skrills is talking about.
Or like someone's nose bleeding, seeing tits. You know, it's
yeah.
Whew, I kind of want to walk away from this conversation now.
Yeah, I'm still confused or what? Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, moving on. Okay, what else? What do you want to talk about next?
I don't even know. I'm just kind of bewildered, right? Okay. I'll say that I just like the imagery and the animation, but that's like pretty much the only I mean, of course it has this huge, it's been a huge influence to the West at the time, and I think it's just one of those movies where it's like, this is awesome at the time and then kind of aged a little bit. So if you're seeing this, you know, however many years later,
I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch this again. Eventually. I'm not saying I'm gonna watch it like right now after we do this.
I might watch it again with the sub and see if that kind of changes.
That's the thing.
I had the subtitles on, and the dialogue was more or less the same. I mean, unless you spoke Japanese and get something else from it, the dialogue for the sub was more or less the same thing, just reworded.
I'm sure, but just sometimes just the inflections that English VA has on anime kind of just pisses me off. Like, yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. I think I'm more curious to read the manga rather than watch the film again.
Yeah,
I'd be interested in reading. Yeah.
Yeah. To have like just more world building and character building, because this was just
it does feel like there's a good story, like a great story in there, but
yeah,
register for me.
Right. You're like, oh, this story has potential. It's like, no, it doesn't. There's just a full out story out there. This is just the film adaptation of it. So, but it does feel like this Exactly. Yeah, this is the trailer for the book.
Which is what most anime are made to do.
That's fair. Yeah, sure. I could see it in that way. I mean, I'm not really one to read manga or comic books, but if it brings someone to that medium and enjoy it, then yeah, that's all cool.
What I will say, the biggest difference, because I was like, I wanted to read the manga, but I watched this too late. I watched this at like 1 or 2 in the morning, so I didn't have time. So I'm like, okay, what's the next thing I can do? I can watch a YouTube video. So I watched a YouTube video going over stuff about the anime and manga. And the biggest difference I can see from those is Akira wasn't dead. He was still alive when they opened the tube up, and
he wasn't just a brainstem.
He wasn't, and it went on for a lot more after that, where Tetsuo was one of Akira's like right hand man, and they had this whole thing going on, and a lot of stuff happened. A lot of more stuff happened.
A
lot more people had more like prominent roles, like damn, what's his name? Ryu, the
bike gang. Just in bike.
No, Ryu, the dude that Kei was working for.
Oh, okay.
Like that whole spy group or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they had more of a prominent role, and even the gang related stuff had more of a prominent role in there as well, because when Tetsuo first escaped or whatever, he ended up joining the clown gang that beat them up originally, because they had easy access to the drugs that helped his brain stop hurting a lot, and he ended up being their leader or whatever. There was a lot more stuff that happened in the manga than in the movie. That's basically all I can say about that.
Yeah. And it's just there just really wasn't much to go off of. Like, nothing really had any impact because I feel like nothing was built up enough. Obviously we talk about there's the manga that gives you the full story that's really interesting, but it is an investment, and I just like to watch a movie with 2 hours and get my fix from that. But this one just did not deliver anything for me besides the great artwork and animation, of course, and the setting. But other than that, I pretty much didn't get anything from this film.
Yeah, I felt like the biggest talking point throughout this was me just questioning what is Akira, because they mentioned this like that was the whole conversation throughout my notes going towards the end, before I found out he was just another experiment. Like, my first theory was that like it was the name they gave to like an atomic bomb or something that happened, in Japan, which because they said whatever happened right there sparked World War III. I was like, maybe it was like an atomic bomb or something, because the U.S. is known for doing that to Japan. So it kept going, and then like Kyoko, one of the experiments, like took control of K and told Kaneda about like absolute energy, Akira's energy, and I'm like, is he? What kind of energy? Like evolution? What are we talking about here? And she just went on this rant about evolution, and I'm like, what is Akira? And then at the end, they're like, yes, and he's also a small Asian boy, and I'm like, oh, I have no idea what Akira is.
Yeah, I think it could have been much more interesting. But they kind of, I don't know, dropped the ball on it, I guess. Like, the mystery, I guess, was intriguing, but, like, just the payoff's like, okay. It's
Yeah, that's fair.
just a science fiction story, I guess, at this point.
Yeah. I feel like it was more. It was more at the time, like we've all said already.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was fresh and new at the time, and we kind of, since it's had such an influence on other stuff that we've seen dozens of times, you know, it kind of leaves little impact. So I guess it is unfair, you know, to have the outlook that we have, I guess, seeing it as a newish viewer. So.
Oh man, if only SCOOJ was a thing in the 80s.
That is true. If only we had a dedicated radio signal for the SCOOJ radio.
I think JMash would have had a blast talking about it in the 80s. Did the jail call on breakthrough? Where's JMash?
Yes.
They got me. They got me. Peace out.
On those phones, do you have to put in a quarter still?
I think now it's more like prepaid. Like you pay for your time still, but it's more like prepaid.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. I see. Do the old, not the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, the old track phone way. No, I'm kidding.
That's so weird that was a technology we had where you just slide in a quarter, this booth, and just call. There's like no caller ID. That's someone is like, okay, someone's ringing me, I guess. That's the thing. Back then, you just had to pick up the phone. You didn't know what it could be.
Yeah, that's true.
Although I think there was probably like less spam and scam callers at the time, but still, my anxiety would be through the roof. I didn't know who was calling. I just had to pick it up. Hello?
Yeah. I'm so happy for caller ID. I'm so happy for automated caller ID. Like, I don't even have to put the numbers in anymore as well.
Yeah, and I'm so happy, like, on my phone at least, when it's suspected spam, it won't even just let me know that someone called. Like, it doesn't even notify me.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Mine just say, like, could be spam.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, probably won't pick up then.
Oh, you should take your chances. It could be JMash in jail, or
Yeah, that is true.
you won $1 million from a Nigerian king. I don't know,
This
something
is
like,
also true.
something cool like that, you know.
Hello, your scooter ancestors are here. We want to give you money. Oh my god, my scooter ancestors.
You were in the will.
You're in the wheel scoot. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. I know you didn't mean it like that, but that's so funny.
What's that to do with Will Smith? Just because he has the name Will.
No. Wheel, like wheel, scooter, wheels. Well, it's a pun. I like it. It's funny.
Will. I mean, you
Will.
kind of say will and wheel a bit differently, no?
I mean, yeah. I mean, wheels.
Wheel.
Wheels.
I-
Yeah,
I-
sort of.
JMash, you do the comparison. Will and wheel.
Man, I'm out of breath. I can't run anymore.
What did you
What
do
now?
to your bunkmate, dude?
I'm trying to run from the cops. They're on to me, man. All right, what now? What were we talking about?
I don't even remember.
This is
Oh.
all the stuff we're talking about.
Wheel. Okay,
I
say
stopped running for this.
say wheel or will.
Wheel.
Okay. Yeah, they sound very similar.
I mean, of course they sound similar, but they're different.
Yeah, so you can use one as a pun.
Well.
Scooter pun.
I waited that long for y'all to continue the little stupid bit.
Did you actually go somewhere?
Huh?
Did you actually go somewhere?
No, I've been sitting
He's
here
running
the
from the
entire
cops.
time. Oh yeah. Oh no, they're back.
All right, JMash, thoughts on Akira? Go.
Wait. Before, I just kind of want to delve into the logistics of this. So you're at your computer. Okay, so cops were knocking on the door and you ran away, and then they followed you, and then you circled back to your house.
No, he's carrying his computer with him.
Oh.
You fucking
I'm
idiot.
on my phone right now.
He's got a generator behind him too, so
He's on like a bike, and a generator's like in the back, and his computer's like on the handlebars.
yeah, he's powering the generator with kinetic energy with his
Pull
bike.
the bike over.
I'm not him. I'm not JMash. JMash, you should turn your glasses upside down. They won't know it's you.
Well, that's a good idea.
That'd probably work.
Yeah.
I try that. They don't see. I can't see. It don't work.
Well, turn your hat. Do a backwards cap.
I swear, I was about to make a joke right there. No.
What? Is it
Like
offensive?
Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. Like Ash Ketchum from Pokemon.
Yeah, he does.
That's the joke. That's the joke.
That was the joke.
That was the joke.
Pretty sure JMash is not gonna say that.
That was the joke.
I'm curious now.
All right, JMash, thoughts on Akira? Go.
I mean, I've already said my thoughts. I mean, it's my least favorite anime that I've seen. It's okay movie. I don't think it's a bad movie or anything. I've always been a fan of. Me personally, I've always preferred 2D animation over 3D. I like 3D and all, but
Right.
you can't really beat a 2D animation anymore, especially now. But I mean, from the first, like, what if I'm about to say it for the first time? This first time I watched it, so maybe if I watch it again, I'll like it a whole lot more. But as far as this time around goes, are we scoring it right now? Is that what we're doing?
I guess so. I mean,
Yeah.
Scooter just kind of segued into that, but I guess I don't really have much left to say about it.
Darius, you want to say something? You can say what. Me personally, I'd score like a 60%, 3 stars out of 5.
That was exactly
Yeah.
my score. It's 3 out of 5.
Jesus Christ. All right, that's fair, guys. That is very fair. I have I done good in defending this? I have no idea if I have.
Not really. You just kind of said it had like influence on. I mean, you kind of said what we already knew.
Yeah, it was just a commercial for a manga.
Yeah, I mean that's a good way to put it, and I guess yeah.
That's most anime. That's most anime.
That's not all anime that I've seen.
Most anime you've seen don't have manga.
Exactly. I mean, how is he supposed to know? I mean, how is he supposed to know if he's not into anime? Is my thing.
Fuck off to both of you.
I was actually giving you props. That's like, okay, yeah, that's a good way to put it. I don't know that.
Let's get back to Sasha's party talk. Like, fuck you guys.
Lord. Okay, I'd rather talk about Akira. I ain't gonna lie.
Sasa's Party is one of those rare instances where the movie's better than the manga, I think.
Sasha's Party is an animated film created by
Dan Harmon and just... I'm genuinely sorry if I butchered your...
Oh man,
no, dude.
this
That's
is the
fucking
end.
tough. I think I would have liked this film more if it had. I'm sorry if this sounds bleak. I would have liked this more if it had more of a depressing ending.
Everybody dies.
I would have liked that more if that happened.
I'm not
That's where I thought it was going too.
I'm not sure this film can change anything that would make me enjoy it more. I don't know. It's just Didn't gel
I
with
don't
me
know.
that much, I guess.
Maybe I don't know. I think it would have changed it a good bit for me. I think it was building towards the explosion, and for it to have happened with little impact, that kind of upset at me. I wanted it to have more of an impact because everyone's talking about, oh, when it happens, when Akira releases, it's gonna be the birth of a new world, birth of a new life, yada yada yada. But like all the quote unquote main characters, Kaneda and the chick K and one of his gang members, they were still alive. So like I don't know, it didn't really feel like a reset on life like everybody was saying it was going to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I would have liked it more if it did that.
Should have been a Matthew McConaughey commercial.
Oh, that would have been neat.
All right, all right, all right.
He
That's
doesn't
what the
even.
movie is.
He doesn't even. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, I know JMash made a joke. Well, not really made a joke, but made a really nice take about it being 2D and there's not many 2D films on anymore. One of my notes in here was literally it's dated because it's 2D because there's no CG aspects in here at all. It's sad that it's dated because it's fully 2D, but that is the case. Because there is
I wouldn't
could
say
be wrong.
it's dated because of the animation.
I think it's partly dated because of the sound design and.
I don't think there would be a film out currently that doesn't have an aspect of CG within it.
I'm pretty sure there are.
I don't.
some.
I mean, I don't think
You still get,
Tarantino.
like, any kind of drama or anything.
Yeah, Tarantino. I don't think uses any CG.
In animated films, you dumb fucks.
He said.
Fucking animated films.
Oh, animated films.
He said.
didn't say animated
He said
films,
any
said
movie.
films.
He said any movie at this point.
This is an animated film. This, dude, oh my god.
The last 2D animated movie that I remember was it was something that got nominated for best animated feature. I can't think of the. It's like the Breadwinner or something like that. I didn't see it, but I saw some.
Wolfwalkers,
from it.
maybe. I don't know.
I only
what?
remember reading the book for school, so I have no clue.
I wouldn't even say CG's a bad thing. It's just a more improved upon formula. And I mean, at the time they made 2D films, that was the most up to date technology. So
Yeah, I didn't say it was a bad thing.
I don't know what the argument is then.
I mean, no, I just said I was just saying that it made it dated because there's not many fully 2D films out now. They don't do that anymore, you know.
Well, I mean,
that's what I was saying.
You strike a good point.
I do be striking points.
But I mean, you still got, like, you know, I know it's not animated, but like classics like Eraserhead and Godfather that were not shot on digital, but I wouldn't even say they're necessarily dated. Just I don't know. I guess it's a different conversation for animation because it's I don't know. For some reason that gets the spotlight.
Practical effects talk, not right now, of course. But I like to have practical effects talk because I do like practical effects.
There are some times where practical effects is the way to go, but there are some times where CGI is the way to go.
I like the use of both. Like if
because I can think of good and bad uses of both of them.
We're not getting into this talk right now, but I do like it when they're both used. Like if I'm watching a horror film and they use like practical effects to chop somebody's head off, but use CG for like the blood splatter and maybe let some of it hit the camera or something. That's a good use of both together. We're not getting into this talk right now, though. We are not.
Why'd you bring it up?
I like bringing up conversations that we can have later on like October or something.
He likes bringing up.
Let's talk. Let's what are we doing for Scooge guys?
That
You know?
tease, that tease was about as bad as Akira's advertisement for the manga.
Yeah, how's this an advertisement when it's at the very end of the show and something that's like 7 months down the line?
It's the same way that every anime is an advertisement for their manga, and they go all the way to the end.
Okay. So this is one of those rare instances where JMash and I agree 3 out of 5. What did you give a score, D? I can't remember.
I did not give this a score yet. I did not give this a perfect score, but all right. I had a lot of so since I was kind of confused about the film, I did a lot of back and forth, you know. Never been more confused about a film in my life. Animation's good, especially for its time. The setting is amazing. I don't know. I really all right. I gave this an 8 out of 10. And I feel like that might be a bit tinted because I looked at both the film alone and with the impact on society as well. I think it's hard not to look at a film and its impact and that not have like an indication on like where it stands.
That's fair. Sure.
So yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10 for that reason alone.
I mean that can also be a discussion in the future, I guess, but I don't know if I necessarily agree or not. But I get what you're saying. Like, yeah. It's one of those things you have to pay respect. But I just kind of like, I don't know, just something on its face value rather than.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I feel like I normally do that, but I don't know. I just didn't this time.
Because it's anime.
No.
I've definitely been looking at more cartoons recently, but
and he's definitely shed on anime before too.
Yeah.
Like what?
I guess you don't watch Scooter Tube.
Another is really bad. I hate it. If we're talking about horror stuff, it's a horror anime. That's very bad.
We're still talking about horror stuff.
I don't think anime does horror really well at all, actually, because their vision of horror is just it's really gory.
Yeah,
so I really hope that when Uzumaki comes out, that it's really good because they've been working on this forever. It's one of Junji Ito's like biggest manga, and they're giving it the respect that it deserves. So I really hope when that anime comes out, that brings like a new vision of horror in anime at least. Because the last time there was a Junji Ito collection animated, it was very subparly animated.
It is weird that and I agree with you, like with the anime, their idea of like horror is just a bunch of gore. But it's so weird because Japanese horror is so known for its like psychological elements. It's just weird that the animated side is just like so shallow about it.
Yeah.
At least from what I've seen. I haven't, seen everything under the sun, of course. But.
I mean, y'all seen more than I have, so.
So if anyone has any actual good suggestions, you guys can comment in these things too,
Yeah, you guys can talk to us,
Yeah. I mean, JMash might...
We want to hear from you.
JMash might get mad, but he has no access to the channel, so he can't comment. He can't reply, so it's alright.
I didn't know The Ring had a manga.
Is it because I'm on the run, be honest?
You're on the what?
Yeah, he's on the run.
Oh, yeah. I try not to have all the bias anywhere, but
I'll clear my name and then I'll be back from my I'll be back from my cut.
He'll come back to take the throne as being the marveliest of Marvel guys.
Well, let's wrap this up.
We're gonna talk about Moon Knight now, guys.
Oh, fucking
yes, Moon Knight, awesome.
Are you actually
shaping up to be probably the best show of the Marvel?
Really?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you seen it? Is this like a genuine response? Or is there a joke I'm not getting?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm being dead legit.
Oh, Moon. Okay.
Like if this first episode was anything to go by, this may be the best show Marvel's done so far.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Is it the
Speaking
most
of-
Marvel has ever been in
Yeah,
terms
is
of
it the
TV
most
shows?
Marvel
No.
has ever been when it comes
No.
to TV shows?
No,
Was that just Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
God, I freaking.
That was the most Marvel movies, TV shows, movies I've ever seen.
I saw they got rid of the gore, and
Yeah, that was weird. I
Falcon
did see
and
that
Winter
as
Soldier.
well.
What?
they got
Apparently, like they re-edited one of the scenes where some dude was like, I don't know if he was like shot or stabbed or something, but he was laid down with a bunch of blood around him. Apparently, they edited it. Now he doesn't have blood around him.
just looks like a sleeping guy. Yeah.
And Moon Knight?
No, and
No,
Falcon and
Falcon and
Winter
Winter
Soldier.
Oh, I don't know.
I guess
I watched the show one time, like each episode once, and unless I do like a ranking video, I have really no interest in watching it again.
That's fair.
I guess since we're talking about recent events, Bruce Willis retired.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know
He's
that.
suffering from, I forgot what it's called. It's like a communicative disease.
Hmm.
Yeah. But
Like he can't talk.
more in line with, like, I guess it would be problematic for him to memorize lines or
Mm.
that sort of thing.
He's got like dementia or something.
Nah, it's something I've never heard of. I can't even remember the name of it, but
Mm.
it just makes it more difficult to communicate. But yeah, he officially retired.
On a more positive note,
We talked about so much shit in this thing.
we did this last time too on the Smiling Friends episode. I think that's gonna be our shtick now. Is we dedicate a small bunch of stuff.
Aphasia. Aphias. So yeah. So
Anyway, next week we'll be talking about WWE.
That is right.
Well, s-
wait,
Woohoo!
no.
WrestleMania this weekend, baby. Let's go.
Tomorrow. I watched the Hall of Fame.
I will
No.
not. I've never watched the Hall of Fame.
Dude, freaking Undertaker is going in.
Oh, Halo series is out, by the way, guys. on
Some other
Paramount.
people I can't remember.
I do not care.
Scott Steiner's coming back with the Hall of Fame. The Steiner brothers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm real curious to hear. I'm really curious to see that.
I don't know. I just normally don't really like the Hall of Fame that much. I'm very curious about how this WrestleMania will turn out because there's Logan Paul there. There's fucking the
Johnny Knoxville.
Knoxville fucking dude from Jackass. That is correct. Pat McAfee's wrestling.
I thought he was from Bad Grandpa.
He's also from Bad Grandpa.
Wait, okay. Let's stop rambling. What are we talking about next week, guys? Or whenever.
Talking about WrestleMania.
Whenever. I changed my mind. Once you guys started dorking out, I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't.
Man. We were supposed to hold that in until next week, man. We screwed it up.
I'll give you a very in-depth analysis on Logan Paul's match.
All right.
So,
All right.
I'll tell you how it is.
Does he have a better wrestling career than a boxing career?
Yeah, that.
Oh, man.
He was talking about on Impulsive wanting to go full-time WWE. So it could happen. It could happen.
Good Lord, no. See, I don't even know who I would take because Ray and Dominic, wouldn't they break up very soon and feud?
That's been the plan for a while at this point.
I mean, it's wrestling. I really don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Next week, what will we
Like if
talk
it was
about?
any other tag team, I'd say like they would win. But with Miz and Logan Paul, no. Miz, I'm fine with. Logan Paul, why?
It'd be funny to see him win. I have no idea what his finisher would be, but it'd be funny to see him win.
He taps his elbow and he says, "Yep."
Good lord.
He goes, "Yeah,
Okay, let's end this video. Good
Wait,
lord.
we haven't picked out a thing for next week.
Wait,
What,
you
are we
need.
back to doing the recommendations or something?
No, we're just trying to figure out what do we want to talk about for next week. We kind of do it on the spot now.
Just to give a clear indicator in case, I don't know, people want to watch the movie with us and have their collective thoughts when they listen to us next time. Who am I kidding? I don't even know I said next week, but it probably won't be one next. But the next one. Episode 36.
I mean, I will say I'm about to, but I'm going to watch Shaun of the Dead soon if y'all wanted to talk about it.
It's not SCOOJ-tober.
Okay, wait for that one.
That was actually one I wanted to talk about last year, but I guess we continue Marvel. That's the easiest answer, but I think it might
what will
be
next.
uh
So you did Homecoming, that'd be Ragnarok and Black Panther.
yeah, Ragnarok and Black Panther.
Man, I really don't know what else I want to talk about. We had like 3 options last week, and I can't think of any of them. Can we just talk about Sonic and ramble on about it? Not like about different stuff.
Moon Knight.
I mean, the Batman might be coming out pretty soon on digital or streaming, so
Yeah, maybe.
maybe the Batman.
Maybe the Batman.
The animated series.
So yeah, viewer, if you're listening right now, yes, you. I'm talking to you. The screen. I'm breaking the fourth wall. I am a great Ryan Reynolds. We'll either talk about Sonic, I guess, the Batman, or continue the MCU with Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther. We'll see you next time. Peace. Bye.
Mash out.
Bye.